Hello everyone, this is my reaction to yesterday's ISC preparing prototypes. This is about hull munching, showing early prototyping. I'm looking forward to see Reclaimer eating ships. And remember, we were supposed to get salvage, full salvage, not just paint removal, in 3.2 summer 2017.
The next one up would be 3.2 with repair and salvage. So we'll be able to salvage and repair.
Salvage. The idea being we need some way to take apart a larger ship and break it into little pieces so that you can then pick it up in your salvage ships, gain some material from that, and you'll be able to sell that later. But we're going to be looking at just the breaking a ship apart phase, which is what we're prototyping here. For the prototype, we've added in a new munching mode, sub-mode to salvage, so all of that hull scraping UI has disappeared. And we're going down to just what we need for this prototype, which is the ability to break apart a ship, which at the moment is going to look exactly the same as if you blew it up with your guns, but in future that would look rather different. Yeah, so this is the placeholder for the actual gameplay that would happen here. The design will have some actual gameplay for what you have to do as a player to break the ship apart, but we put in that little placeholder, which is just essentially a timer, a progress bar, based on how big the target is.
Pause. Yes, he said in the future this will look rather different. At the moment it's just an explosion. But why even show this then? I think many people expected a bit more. Otherwise, just don't show early prototype unless you have nothing else to show for this week's ISC. This is kinda what I expected. Does Star Engine not allow for material deformation?
The question that we are asking in this prototype are more technical. That means that we shouldn't focus on the gameplay aspect, so we should keep the gameplay as minimal or as simple as possible, and then so that we can fully focus on the technical bits of the prototype.
Breaking it into normal debris is stuff that you've seen before, but when we have this bigger part, it doesn't come apart into more pieces naturally. So in this prototype, we are just deleting the thing and replacing it with loads of tiny little placeholder pieces to act as the munched apart debris. What you're also seeing is a prototype for how you will get those pieces into your cargo, which is a little suction field that grabs those little pieces, drags them towards the grinder in the mouth of the Vulture, and from there they're converted into cargo.
But that filled drastically faster than it would normally do with hull scraping. That means that it would be more painful for you to munch because you have to stand up from your seat more often, go down to the filler station, remove the boxes. So this is definitely an issue that we then have to solve, because we really don't want to have this gameplay to be more tedious than it's has to be.
Pause. This seems to be good news. Even ZRG seems to realize that standing up every 2 SCU and moving cargo crates one by one using handheld tractor beam inside the Vulture isn't exactly fantastic gameplay, but I have a solution for you. Salvage material is cheap bulk material. It shouldn't be put into individual 1 SCU crates, each is wasting 50% of the space. Instead, just do what we are doing with garbage trucks for decades. Have an automatic compactor in the rear, and if you want to sell it, just dump the whole material.
Okay, how can we facilitate the claw and the uniqueness visuals, or the uniqueness in general of the Reclaimer, to actually facilitate that gameplay and have it stand out and be meaningful and fun?
Warning, this is not gameplay, this is just a rendered faked video, like CRG is faking videos for sales and for CitizenCon. See for example Fauna 2017. Yesterday's ISC about hull munching was: ship explodes, this is a placeholder, the screen fills with small parts that our salvage ships suck up and convert into cargo. Again, this is very early prototyping, but why show this at all? This shows nothing.
Get used to disappointment.
Let me know what you think in the comments below, and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.